Welcome back. Well, from Wall Street to Y'all Street, Dallas Mayor Eric Johnson predicting a major exodus is on the way. Big firms will quit the Big Apple, he expects. He's pointing the finger at the agenda of the New York City socialist mayor, telling the New York Post Zoran Mamdani will drive a flood of financial firms to leave the city for lower taxes, lighter regulations, and cheaper living in Texas. Several of Wall Street's top firms are already in the Lone Star State as Dallas gears up for the launch of the Texas Stock Exchange this year. Joining me now is the mayor of Dallas, Eric Johnson. Mr. Mayor, great to have you this weekend. Welcome.
It's great to be on.
And I know that J.P. Morgan, for one, the largest bank, already has more employees in Texas than they do in New York. Tell us what you're expecting in terms of big business currently in New York and what it will do, where those businesses will go.
Well, we're already the #1 city in the United States for corporate relocations. I don't expect that to stop. And we're the second largest city in the United States for financial institutions, and I expect that to continue to grow because I'm telling you, my phone is ringing off the hook with folks who want to come and talk about the investments that some other financial institutions have made in Dallas and how they can follow suit. So Goldman Sachs is approaching almost $750 million in investment in a new project right in the heart of downtown Dallas, a new office there that's going to employ 5,000 people. Scotiabank just announced they're coming. They're going to be right next door to Goldman, and they're bringing 1,000 new jobs. And so other banks are on the phone saying, hey, we're interested in coming too. So I'll be spending some time in New York here in the coming weeks, meeting with folks, talking about how Y'all Street's a real thing. You might have to change the name of your show.
Well, you know what? You make so many great points, and it is actually quite extraordinary, Mr. Mayor. I mean, New York City was the business capital of the world for as long as I can remember, certainly. Are you getting an indication of more to come in Dallas, and what do you need to do to ensure that you've got the infrastructure in place? What's your pitch to business? Give it to us.
Well, our cost of living is certainly lower. It's been lower for a long time. But what's really driving, I think, a lot of this growth is the fact that people can sense that the future of capitalism in this country is shifting from the eastern part of the United States and the East Coast west. And I think anybody who's paying attention to the elections that are happening and what happened in New York, the rhetoric that's coming out of New York that's a real thing. There's an anti-business impulse, a socialist impulse, frankly, that really you could describe New York now as the new heartbeat of socialism in the United States. Dallas represents, I think, the future of capitalism in the United States, and capital flows are coming here because businesses want to be in a place where they're appreciated. We celebrate job creators here. We celebrate corporations and corporate leaders who participate in our cities. They participate in every aspect of social and civic life here. And so I think people enjoy being in a place where we're trying to lower taxes and we're trying to reduce regulations because we want to actually embrace business as opposed to villainize it. So it's a wonderful place to do business. People here are friendly. Weather's good. You can get anywhere in the United States or, frankly, North America very easily because of how awesome our airports are. DFW Airport's the third busiest airport on the planet. So it's a very, very pro-business environment. And I think corporations are moving here for that reason, and banks want to be here to bank those corporations.
I always say money is mobile, and it will go where it is treated best. And, of course, you make incredible points, and wow, that is a big loss in revenue, big loss in jobs, everything. So we'll be watching Dallas. Mr. Mayor, great to have you this weekend. Thank you.
Thank you.